sounds to my headphones, and here we go. Okay, last time I fought Vault and the other one, Cursed Rotten Great Wood, I think it's called. And next I am up the tower and going to meet Sigurd. Okay, so there's a big rat down here. This isn't a bad grind spot. I'm interested. Can't really kill that thing in one hit with a sword. Rats are easy enough to deal with. You hold up the shield. Just wait until you can get them all in one swing. Up we go. Ah! I'm not going to really go for intelligence very much in this playthrough, but the extra damage from sorcery isn't bad. Great Machete, not a bad weapon. I go through the game with that. Not the whole way through, obviously there's much better options later down the line, but it's a very good weapon for this point in the game if you're going for a strength build. Although very nearby, and at that point, yes. Got throw. Stock here. Dodge. Another, I believe. Yep. Hello, you with the great hammer. Not very interested in you in this playthrough. Hello.
Oh, pardon me. I am Siegward, to be honest. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be well, whoever it is, I'm sure I... But I have to find a way. This lift only goes... Well...
I like that guy. Everyone really likes that guy. So face outward, staircase on the way down. Entry will be fine. There we go.
Who are you? I am an...
There's two spots in the game where you shoot. One is down there, and the other is down here. Swamp. Down. Where is the swamp? I've lost the swamp. Well, wherever it is. Seriously, where is it? There's meant to be like 4 burning piles of some shit. Are you where?
Don't disappear like that. You had me... But thanks to you, and I've unraveled the... On some... I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. I'm not exactly sure what happened.
You fell off, mate.
I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before you go down that road.
Well, unfortunately, there's...
I could try... No, I've got to you.
There we go.
Should have waited. Well, it's too late now. I, murderer, like Selena, fight by your side.
I could see good if the Knight of Katarina.
That was quite, but you mustn't get in over... We unkindle. But, for your valor, my sword. Long may the sun shine.
The stats to use, my friend.
Well, the only thing to...
Sure, why not? This is the large clock. It's a very powerful weapon because of its jumping attack. I'm not going to be using the thing, but I will demonstrate the jumping attack. Oh no, it's not jumping, it's the running attack. This. There we go. That, being able to jump forwards and hit all while running and pressing heavy attack button. It's pretty great. The other strength behind it is that, unlike a lot of other great hammers, it doesn't just attack down, like swipes. Right. Okay. There's a partisan nearby as well. That's a nice little weapon to have on hand. There's the spear that slashes. Probably the strongest spear if you want to play for the entire game. I mean, the pike has better range, but it's also quite slow and a bit unwieldy in a lot of situations. Okay, that one's sorted. These things are often very hard to slash. But stabbing them very correctly, in my opinion, deals a lot of damage. The thing about this game that I always found, I used to play through this game constantly, I'm going to again now that I've got it on my PS5, is so the really cool part about this game is spacing. That's what you gotta remember all the way through, is you gotta keep yourself at the right distance. That's how sword and boards builds really work well in this game. More so than they do in like Dark Souls 2. So in Dark Souls 2, the enemies you're fighting, they've got a lot of, well, they're usually humanoid, big enemies wearing armour. And sometimes like go forward with attack, slice, strike, some shit like that. And that's cool, yeah? But the problem with that is Dark Souls 2 has slower movement. More deliberate. I mean, Elden Ring is completely opposite. You can't really do sword and board builds because they have massive random hitboxes blocking damage all the time, so having a shield doesn't do much. But in this game, the basic strategy I've always come with is to keep your distance, raise your shield to block one attack as you get close, usually the last attack of a combo, which will leave the boss vulnerable, and then hit the couple of attacks. This one here, or even charging it up, that's good if the boss is only down for a couple of seconds. And if you've got a slightly bigger attack window, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then roll away. Away. Now, there's an enemy down here that I don't much want to fight. Well, I do, but I don't much want to fight it without any Estus Flasks or something. So, should equip this, and this, and this. Take that off. We're just good right now. Which really is a just in case. Just in case. Bring it on. Irithyll Straight Sword. Honestly, this thing, in terms of just how it looks, it's one of the best in the game. And also, it's got pretty much the longest reach. And this very nice combo. It's got an R2 combo of 1 and up. The issue is, pretty much all enemies in this game are immune to Frostbite. Doesn't do that much. Status elements versus enemies in Dark Souls 3 really don't do very much of anything. So, unfortunately, apart from Slave Knight Gale, I think, who actually I think is Greek Core 3 status. Because I remember distinctly having poison throwing knives. Obviously, there's others who are weak to poison. In fact, lots of enemies take damage from poison, but it's not exactly the sort of thing to build yourself around all the time. I've never done a stage because there's just so many things. Speaking of poison, let's see what this is. Ah, you hit the wall too. Brigand's Axe. No, actually, that is completely terrible. The Brigand's Twin Daggers are at least manageable if you want to go for dagger builds. Not that I've ever done that. I don't understand why people do dagger builds. I just don't understand why you would want to. They're not very, well, good. They're not good at all. More Titanite, hooray! I need larger bits of Titanite though. Large Titanite shards, I think they're called. No, not down there. Secret. Well, not for a secret, but sure. Ah. Hello, the dog I don't like. Stop! I'm not doing that. Very strange. Never mind. This guy, he has a sort of spitting maggot thing. Yeah, dogs don't respect shields all the time. sort of yeet in your general direction. Sometimes it'll work, and sometimes it won't. Backstabs on these guys is always annoying too. Hello, friends.
Oh, hello. How do you do? I am Anri of Astora. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion. Are you too in search of the... We are well along the road of sacrifices. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way. Oh yes, he's not very don't think ill of him. Without his help, I...
What do you want these guys to drop? But I said yesterday something. Oh, I'm sticking my finger. Where are you? Balance, right? Having multiple or whatever you call it. Oh. guys passed up. And you usually find them up to your waist in the swamp, which means you can't roll properly. Ah, there it is. Brass Crest Shield. This thing's very useful, but not on the Swords and Board playthrough. 100% damage block is really the only way to go if you want a shield, and unfortunately that doesn't pull you back. It's just damage if you're playing two-handed. Yeah, fucking balance these guys. I'll get close to them about the others stabbing them. Proton launcher. Where did you come from? And you. I'm not going to summon somebody while I'm being poisoned. Estus Flask. Good. Werewolf. Bad. About this game as well is the enemy system. We've got fodder enemies like those tree guys, right? And they're easy enough to deal with alone, but if you get ganged up on, you've got to be a bit cleverer about it. And then you've got mid-tier enemies like those not wyverns, like those lichens there. Lycanthropes, I think they're called technically. And those guys, yeah, harder to deal with, but also got punch here. The invaders, those are high tier enemies while fighting. There's a Black Knight near here, or I think they're called Black Knights, yeah. There's a Black Knight near here. Him you need to put some of your court into fighting, he's bloody strong. So yeah, there's low tier enemies like this guy. Mid-tier and high tier, so you've got a good balance of enemies. fighting. Like, those giant crabs, definitely mid-tier enemies. Annoying, yes, but not a huge problem. Generally you want to fight them 1v1, but you could probably manage to do it at a time. And once again, it's also a very good way of designing areas. You've got these guys, right? And just like the big attack, not a huge problem, right? But it did hit me, it did hurt, it did a decent chunk of damage, so that's what their job is. Their job is to whittle down your health as you fight them. Ah, one of my favourite equipment, Fallen Knight stuff. Do I like this stuff because it's particularly good? No, I like it because it looks very cool. Throw them away now. Oh no, with absolute certainty I'm not beating these guys 2v1. Maybe if this guy drops down. I forgot where he is now. Oh, there you are. Any other healing items? No. But I've gotten this guy mostly out of my way. Get up here, come on. Come on. Charge me, charge me. Yes! That's the other way to deal with fuckers like this. Yes, I also know that there's the third way of cheesing them with the ladder. But I don't like to do that, because I actually really like fighting those guys. Usually I'd rather the fight be a bit more, you know, evenly matched, you know, me with all my Estus flasks, fighting both of them at once. That's manageable, but not so when I'm sitting with, you know, that. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to do you a, because you don't have your mate with you, I'm going to make this a bit more fair. I'm not going to use my Estus flasks. That there is the coal I need. I need that to infuse my weapon with the sharp affinity. Dumpty dumpty dump. Seriously? I mean, I didn't want that weapon anyway, but... bastards. Even in death, you piss me off. Well done. Travelling to accidents. Ow. Oh, you whose questline I have still
I am Sirius,
never
of the Sunless
managed to
Realms,
figure out how to
former
actually
servant of the divine
make
duties
it
we
work.
each bear. I doubt we've much to gain. Blessing of the moon upon. I doubt we've much blessing of the.
Okay.
Welcome host, speak that. Very well. Then Tut Haken.
I rely on endurance matters more.
Farewell, Ashen
Being
One.
able to block more with my shield and attack more with my sword.
And fast on then these use them to pillage endless and briefly heighten your strength. What else are unkindled ash?
You're kind of a dick. Thank you very much.
Ah, you know I'm well. Everyone's dead or hollowed up. I might as well fetch some weapon. Well, thank you, Grey Rat, until I ended up. Goodbye, Deuce.
Ah, well, you're not alone. Gives me knip, and they'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return. But we're talking true legends with the metal to link the fire. Don't you think?
What I think is that that's really depressing. Okay, off to the Halfway Fortress. Even this area right here is really well put together, because you all get to that Black Knight, which you do. They've created a little shortcut, and interesting to make the run back a bit quicker. Don't jump off straight there, where you're going to lose some health. But if you jump down here, you won't. This area is designed to be actually and these guys. So a couple of mid-tier enemies to just hit you a bit, play, and these guys to poison you if you let them. All of which living mushroom ticks, or yeah, I generally don't know what those things are called. Now, there's no point in me putting fire on my sword if I was a charcoal knight, but Starting off with a throwing knife or two. It will be completely useless. Of course, I've got some. Yeah, Jesus Christ, this guy's fast! Knock it off, mate! What's wrong with this guy? Yeah. Fight here and look at this guy. Can shred your health bar with a couple of hits. He's got his own shield to block your attacks. The only advantage you can really eke out against him is that you can be backstabbed. Occasionally, yeah, stuff like that happens. Other way. This way, come on. So your sword is up against the tree. That's his one attack that's properly punishable by the player. The follow-up can be blocked by a shield without stabbing. One more, come on. Got an ember. Now I'm pointing down, apparently. Be wary of night, then visions of coal. You are correct, my friend. Betrayal ahead. Where? Oh, I think it just means the locked door. Well, yeah. Knock it off with the motion controls. I also really like how you get the starting gear in like certain areas. I mean, you get the cleric's gear in the Undead Burg, the sorcerer's gear, which I think is how you start as a sorcerer. Again, in this area, barbarian or fighter or whatever they're called. That gear you get this place, and the Sellsword's gear as well. My skill is pulsing. I do not know what that means or how to react to it. So what I'm just going to do is go and fight this damage. That's got to be a really annoying thing though, right? If you were up against multiple people in like an invasion or an arena fight, whatever. Fine, where is he? Apparently I've been invaded by someone, but I do not know where they are. Ah, you with the lantern. You'll wake up your friends if I let you. Ah, there you are. I may want to fight you, but I don't want to fight you fair. Go on. Going. I get why I'm running away, but why are you running away? You're trying to kill me. This is just annoying now. Come on. Do it properly. Bye bye. Start making him chase me in circles and doing that. It's fun. And now you're going to get a lot of people. Well, I have thrown enough for that. are you running away? That's what you do. That's my bad for thinking that these bosses would follow their own rules. Come on. Okay, returning to the stream. I have now eaten some food. Sorry, I had to go away for a bit. Nobody cares, nobody's watching. Ah. Oh, hello, big guy. This is, of course, the Herald's kit. Like I said, this area of the game is where you find all of the starting kits for the classes. So I've had the Fighter, or the Barbarian, or whatever it's called, the Strength class, the Sellsword class, the Cleric, the Sorcerer, the Herald, and the Knight set somewhere nearby. Faster than I thought you were. Much more help. You do. Ow. Yes, the Night Slayer. Paladin's Ashes. Big area to the left here, which, as far as I can tell, is completely devoid of anything. I don't know why they put this bit in the game. It's got one item here. One Titanite shard. So, crushed shield. Which one's not block? Ah, dark. There's a bunch of these blue shields, and each of them specifically reduce one type of damage, as well as having 100% physical damage reduction. Wuthering Night Shield obviously is good against lightning, but this one, very good against dark magic. In fact, it's got better overall stats, but less stability, so I'll be sticking with the stability-based one right now. Oh, I think I can drop this off and get an item from the crows. Come to possibly the most stretch in the game. Dogs is bad. Dogs and archers, that's worse. So yeah, that's an area. Not an easy one either. Ah. Hello, Kamikaze. Yes, that was the Dragon reference. Oh look, DLC area.
Please, fire and...
Which would be tempting, like going to, like in Bloodborne, you go into a DLC area, I always do, to get the Whirligig right out of the bat. And that thing's pretty much the best strength-based weapon in the game, plus it's a weapon skill, or whatever they're called in Bloodborne. Very cool. However, Dark Souls 3, I'm just checking. DLC weapons. Because I really don't think there's anything in the DLC weapons list that I would actually want. Well, there's the Millwood set, that's not bad. The Millwood Battle Axe, that's more for a strength-based build. And even then, it's not that great. Yeah, the only thing vaguely worth getting in that, if you want to play through as I am right now, would be the Follower Saber, which is a pretty great curved sword. But there's two problems with it. One, I've already got the best curved sword in the Sellsword Twin Blades. And two, you have to go through a decent chunk of the DLC to actually get the damn thing. Also, it's not even got the highest AR out of curved swords. I mean, the basic Falchion, or however you pronounce that, and the Carthus curved sword both have a beat for basic attack damage. The only reason to go into the DLC area would be to maybe pick up some extra souls, but not whip. Fire bombs. These are useful for this area because the giant bastards covered in maggots down here who will infect you with maggots which will periodically inflict bleed. Something which I hope to not show you right now. Very much. However, I think two large Titanite chunks in this area, or shards in this area. It's a regular Titanite shard, but whatever. There we go, come on. Twinkling Titanite. Yep. Hang on, my friend just made a little joke on the Discord server, so I'm going to reply by being pedantic. Of clarity to that. My friends are... I don't quite know why one of them said this, but in response to a particular build someone played in League of Legends, he commented, "You'll need Jesus," and then sent us the build. It was some bullshit. Not that big a deal, honestly, but whatever. And anyway, yeah. Another friend replied, "Which one?" To which one of my friends got confused. So on, so on, so on, until the final clarification comes about 2 hours later that he meant white Jesus or black Jesus. So I just responded, "Wouldn't he have been neither?" I enjoy annoying my friends by being pedantic to their jokes. basically just have to go back to a bonfire. Or, well, a torch if you have one, but I don't. Forgotten you can have a jar here. What are you shooting at me? There isn't that right here. You're late. I killed him. Let's see if you can have a look at this one. Come on. God, apparently. Seriously, where are you shooting? Ah, good boy. Oh, there's only shot in this area, that's why there's no arrows. At least excuses a couple of your misses, not all of them. You're meant to be a bloody sharpshooter. You can always hit me pretty well, why can't you hit the others? Go. Yeah, I do think I've gone through this entire area without, well, this entire first bit of the area without taking any damage. Watch me immediately fuck that up. There's enemies in this place, plus ranged items as well. Again, fodder enemies. I like the fodder enemies in this area. flaming spears with small shields make these guys annoying. The kamikaze thing and the random flailing of the blazing swords. Also, yeah, there's some good variety in the really small enemies. And there's these guys. Ambushes.
Bastard's curse.
Hello. Dead hunter shell. Bird. That was an impressive ambush. Wow. Sorry, but yeah, that was just really good. Boom. Just turn the corner, one is attacking you, you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then, I love how those two are attacking, and to go in and attack you, and then coming out. That's good. Been programmed to do that. Obviously, at this point, I'm not going to fight my way through that entire area again. So I enjoyed the cannon fodder enemies, and I do, but I'm still not all that interested, so let's go. Woman, I think, technically. Corpse. Yeah, I think corpse is the best. Can I kill a corpse? Well, clearly I can. This is Dark Souls 3. It's an entire game dedicated to a game series, in fact, around killing corpses. Is there not a particular, franchise which is just specifically the zombie franchise? Just like shooters, you've got fucking hell. Shut up, Hillock. Nobody cares. People only do the DLC to get to the DLC they actually like, which is after it. Anyway, so what? all the time. I fight something which... Well, it's like fighting an Elden Ring enemy, isn't it? Just randomly flail about and somehow kill you. I know I should probably like give a shit about the 30 grand of souls I just lost, but I really don't. I've opened a few levels and they come back pretty easily. Yeah, I really, really hate this area. I like it, it's well designed, I just don't enjoy it. I hate those fucking thieves. Or, yeah, the grey rat impersonators or whatever they are. And the dancers too, I mean, these guys are just annoying. You can block their attacks, but not the bleed build up. Eventually you're going to kill it anyway. Right. Why people enjoy open worlds, and there are open world encounters in that which feel organic. There's just something about having enemies positioned in these ways. Where are you? Your turn, go. Where did this one come from? Come on. Of course, that work in this area. And the ground from falling. Obviously, up there. Not the exact way one wanted to, but I'd at least get these fuckers out of my way. Dancer chasing me. There we are. The fire breath always leaves them open. this here. So I know there's a possibility that's just water, but to me that looks like it's got the abyss under it or something. The deep, I suppose. Cathedral of the Deep. So I'm not quite sure what the Deep actually is. Damage props. That's ridiculous. I don't like this area.
Of the forlorn who have no place to call their own. Please stop.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. Please stop. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about your goddess or your forlorn bullshit. Last night I was thinking of a League of Legends comp. A good number of us will agree that we're going to start playing Flex together. Okay. One I've been sort of thinking of is most of the champions from Zor. Now, that's not for a specific reason, it didn't start out that way, it's just so happens that four of us main champs, which are from Zor. That being my main, which is Vi, and my friend Dari, who mains Urgot, top lane. An advantage you get from comp like that is a lot of their abilities really work to sort of set up for each other. For instance, so I didn't detail the comp. So what I eventually thought of for a full comp was the Urgot and Vi, obviously, and Jesper. He's pretty good at well, he's not pretty good, he's very good in fact. We all are, but he's decent on ADC. Well, our friend Lady, who has a good repertoire of supports, including Renata Glask, who I think would make a very good addition to this team, and the reason for that is from there, a player, possibly probably a mid-laner. Hopefully someone can play Victor. It's combining all of those sort of... the angry spider monkey is up there. No thank you. Combining all those sorts of abilities, they really work well together. The main set would be the interactions between Urgot, Vi, Jinx, and Victor. So Victor's ultimate ability creates a magical storm which damages enemies, and every time an enemy dies in it, the storm gets bigger. Urgot's ability, his ultimate ability, killed or executes a low health enemy. He needs to land a skill shot, but that's easy enough when you have Vi, whose ultimate ability is literally just making someone be skilled for a couple of seconds. So we used single target lockdown from Vi to set up Urgot for his ultimate. Urgot lands his ultimate on the enemy. That firstly makes Victor's more powerful, and then procs Jinx's passive. Now, Jinx's passive makes her deal a lot more attack. Not deal a lot more attack, but it increases her attack speed exponentially and her move speed. I think it's a flat 25% increase to attack speed, which isn't a huge amount, but in the middle of a fight, especially when she gets nearly doubled move speed for a few seconds as well, it is. And it can reset an infinite amount of times, so if she kills one person, yeah, that's plus 25%. If she kills another, that's plus 25% again. Which means she's very, very good at killing people straight in 1, 2, 3, 4 multi-kills, you know? And Victor's ultimate does sort of the same thing. Every time someone dies in it, it gets bigger. Renatic Glask's ultimate ability also works for that. It chains very nicely with Victor's because it makes enemies go berserk and therefore stops them from being able to control where they move. So yeah, that's sort of the idea of the comp, is that you would really lean into all the ways their kits work with each other. For instance, Renata Glass, she has this grab, which can... her Q, I think it is, or E, I don't know which. It's a grab, which is then also a push. So she sort of reaches out of his long mechanical arm, grabs an enemy and pushes them, or pulls them in the direction she wants. Now firstly, it immobilises them for a second. And secondly, this works very well. Move! Boring. Come on. Really? One attack. Boring. Could win but despite the such of anything else, I'd rather do it with friends. Armory and Horus. Let's go, friends. Wary of dragon. It's actually quite funny. I like that. Try Phantom. So good idea. Everybody ready? And here we go. team. There's a little interaction here, which I missed the first time around, but the Archdeacon's equipment stays here, and that is very good for me.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be? Gracious. Passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this I only...
It really is a great sale of nothing interesting. There we go. At least sell you a decent chunk of my inventory. Oh well.
Ashen One.
Welcome home, speak that. Very well. Then touch the take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Oh, there we are.
Farewell, Ashen One.
That's my HP. A very nice amount there. Next thing to do is get to the underground lake. The underground lake is a really good area for farming large Titanite shards. Why am I doing that? I bought the fucking key. Estus ring. This thing is very useful. Increases HP restored with the Estus flask. The only thing I find a bit like problematic about the bit I think they kind of miss in this game is there's nothing. Well, there's the Deacons of the Deep, yeah, but apart from that, there's not really an area where you get to properly fight like almost an army. It would be really cool, like a whole legion in like a big pit like this, and you've got to move around the sides, fighting bit by bit, you know, using stairs and stuff, choke points like this to whittle down their numbers. You can never stay in any position too long, otherwise you'd be surrounded, but they would all be low health, so you can kill any one of them quite quickly. When you spread them out enough, you can get them in smaller groups. In fact, when you spread them out enough, you don't have to get them in smaller groups. You've got stragglers. You've got, like, say, there'd be one or two left in these areas. Get through them quickly. Run around some more, you find another one or two. And just whittle them down bit by bit. And then, eventually, you can take on the mass. And obviously, it'd be like a commander of sorts. And you fight the commander once you've taken out all of his foot soldiers. Yes, Horace, I grunting at me.
We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. Nothing got at him.
Okay, so if I just lay my controller flat on my leg and tap cross, that works. I don't end up pointing down. Burning one, a burn shard. None left. Right, so I'm going to end the stream here. Got some other stuff to do before work today. It's been very nice playing for exactly nobody.